A good game for a quarter or so, but look for Fondy to spread it out.
Well, what you got are two seniors for Fond du Lac Cardinals in Travis Diener and Drake Diener, the two leaders, who both of them combined, you know they're going to get 50 points a game. As we were saying before, Travis is also averaging 11 assists a game, so he's responsible for over 60% of the team's scoring. What do we look for in these two senior leaders tonight?
Well, as you say, you look for the 20, 25 points apiece. You look for near 10 rebounds from Drake, some outstanding leadership, and let's look for them to really up the tempo on defense a little bit. The two and the team in general. Try to get North running the ball a little bit, and so we can take advantage of our overall talent.
One concern coming into this season was the height difference that the Cardinals have been up. We have a sweet victory with Ed Ross returning from Stoughton this year, who's at 6'11". He's going to really do a good inside job for the Cardinals.
Yeah, so far he's been great, and I think we can look for him to improve as the year goes.
Well, we'll be back right after this, but let's take it down for our national anthem.
For Fond du Lac, number 3, Ben Wisniewski. Number 4, Rob Swick. Number 5, Alan West. Number 12, Matt Sprader. Number 13, Brian Hartzler. Number 20, Keith Reschel. Number 21, Matt Sikorsky. Number 22, Mike Millage. Number 25, Joe Patrick. And number 32, Joe Dillon. And now the starters for this evening's match. For North, a junior, number 3, Eric Holdor. For Fond du Lac, a senior, number 10, Travis Diener. For Appleton, a junior, number 13, Rick Caviani. For Fond du Lac, senior, number 24, Ryan Lloyd. For Appleton, a junior, number 21, David Platt. For Fond du Lac, senior, number 33, Drake Diener. For Appleton, a junior, number 44, Sean Dempsey. For Fond du Lac, a junior, number 34, Ed Ross. For Appleton, a junior, number 55, Jordan Roach. And for Fond du Lac, senior, number 44, Joe Michaels. The Lightning are coached by Phil Miller, and the Cardinals are coached by Dick Diener.
And there you have the starting lineups for tonight's game. Really, Bob, one thing we are looking at is Appleton North is starting all juniors.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have one returning senior, and he is not starting. He started the 3 previous games, Bill Vandenberg, but it looks like they're going young.
Well, kind of interesting, as we were saying before the game, Fond du Lac lost a lot of their inside matchups, just really two returning starters. They are the key starters in Drake Diener and Travis Diener. What do we got to look for tonight from the other 3 players for Fondy?
Well, Ryan Lloyd is going to bring you shooting. He is a very fine shooter. He can give you some real good hustle on the defensive end, handle the ball a little bit. Ed Ross, of course, with 6'11" size, is going to be a presence. Hopefully he's going to block a lot of shots and score a few points.
Well, the opening tip coming in possession of it is the Fond du Lac Cardinals once they get control. Well, at the point we have Travis Diener. Appleton North going to come out in a 1-2-2 zone. Really, last year when we saw a lot of teams, first shot up and good. what we are seeing is Travis Diener is not afraid to shoot that long three like he did in the last couple games, and there he gets off the opening shot right there.
Well, that looked like an NBA shot right there, and he's moved his range out about 3 feet this year, as Drake has. It's going to really impress people.
Well, one thing we always said, shot up there, no good by the Lightning. That was Caviani. What we are seeing is teams coming in, playing a zone against the Cardinals, and I really don't think that's a good option.
Well, I think you can be able to shade towards Travis and Drake a lot in the zone defense, but I think they'll find out that Ryan Lloyd is a real serious weapon out there himself, and
well, we got a little ring in here.
ring in there. I was afraid that was just me.
There we go. That's a little better. Well, we got a player down. I believe that player down on the court is Eric Holdorf, a 6'3" junior. He, I believe he just fouled Drake Diener, who's going to go to the free throw line. He's down a little bit.
He fouled Drake, and somebody just crashed on top of him, so it didn't look pretty.
Well, again, we want to thank tonight's broadcast being brought to you by Wink Chiropractic. Why chiropractic? Number 7, headaches. Did you know that migraines and headaches often respond very well to chiropractic care? Chiropractic is a safe, low-cost alternative to drugs and surgery. We can determine if yours is a chiropractic problem and recommend a safe, effective plan of treatment. For a limited time, Wink is offering a free consultation and exam. To find out more, call Wink Chiropractic. You don't have pain, so give Chiropractic a call. Well, I think one of the key players we are going to watch tonight is the play of 6'11" junior Ed Ross for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Brett, actually, most people coming into this season did not expect Eddie to be around in Fond du Lac. I don't think people that rated Fond du Lac earlier in the year had any idea that we had a 6'11" kid coming back into town, and I don't think anyone really knew how good he was either. I think he's a work in progress, but he's been very impressive so far.
Well, Appleton North last year, 2-16. Again, the Cardinals, this is a team that 2 years ago beat the Cardinals the last game of the season to cost them a share of the Fox Valley Association title. So what happens is they came out very tough defensively and held them the first time here in Fondy to only 16 points for the game. And then they played them again up in Appleton the second time and held them to 32 points. One thing I do want to state that you're going to see Travis and Drake get their points right now. Travis averaging around 25 points, Drake 21. They're going to get their points. They're going to get around 50 points a game. Defensively, the Cardinals, I see it, are going to have to hold a team under 50 points, and they're going to come out with a V.
Yes, and over the years they've done that quite well. They've led the conference in defense for many years now, and holding most teams they play under 50 should be no problem. The Oshkosh West, possibly Oshkosh North, those could be a different story, but you're quite right. It's going to be a defensive effort this year.
Well, Fondy right now, they came off a victory of Appleton East last week, 82-47. Right now, they're winning by an average of 39 points a game.
Well, I thought he was shooting on that
Well,
one.
they had him at the free throw line. Now they get it into Drake, who is fouled, so he will go to the free throw line.
Huh.
They must have called it before the foul, so no shot attempt. Drake, a very good free throw shooter. Last year, I believe he was around 86% from the line.
I believe this year, I don't think he's missed yet. No, he's 9 for 9 on the season so far. See if I jinxed him.
First one's up and good. You know, a lot of people have said the improvement of those two players have been noticeable from last year with all the summer games in AAU that they've been playing in. And right there, he cans the second one. So Fondy out to a 5-0 lead with 7:17 to go in the first quarter.
Let's see if Fond du Lac tries to really overplay the passing lanes here. Make Appleton North play an up-tempo game.
Caviani now swings it to the right side to Platt. Platt now out to Gross, top of the key. He's covered by Ross. Now right side. Almost stolen away by Travis. Tight D on David Platt. That ball thrown out of bounds. Over. There, I think you can credit the tough defense by Travis Diener causing that turnover.
Well, I think Coach Miller's teams always run a very disciplined patterned offense, and if we allow them to, they'll run some time off and get good shots. So we have to put a lot of ball pressure on them and overplay the passing lanes.
Well, Travis again steps up, comes up short on that three. Drake tries to tip it out. No good. Coming up with the rebound is David Platt. Jordan Gross gets his first 2 bucket. Platt moves it up quickly off that rebound. Swing pass now. Ryan Lloyd shot up and coming off. No, with the big rebound, the big guy, Ed Ross.
That's where he's going to get his points, Brett. He's going to get them on the offensive boards.
Ross there showing why he's 6'11", getting some good rebounds. One thing I've noticed, when he gets a rebound, he keeps the ball high.
Yes, he's got a lot of work in the last few months on that aspect of his game.
Long 3 up by Caviani. Good.
He is their leading scorer, averaging about 15 points a game, so apparently he can stroke the ball a little bit.
So we got a game 7-5, 2-point lead for the Cardinals, 5:47 to go. Swing to the left side, shot up and good. Drake Diener for 3.
Well, that was an assist by Travis, the first of probably many tonight.
Well, as we were saying, Travis averaging 11 assists a game aside from his 25 points. So Travis doing it on both ends, dishing off and making the basket. Now top of the ball is Gross, left side.
It's interesting to see they're going to bring their big man out a little bit, make Eddie play out on the floor.
Well, there Travis Diener again causing the turnover. David Platt tried to take it inside. Second turnover for the Lightning tonight.
They better start putting pressure on Travis when he brings his ball, because he is in shooting range, about 2 dribbles across half court.
Well, it's amazing. His first 2 shots are way out there, and they are well beyond the high school and college 3. Travis going to dribble right side to Lloyd. Cross pass to Drake. Now up to Travis, back to Drake. Drake going to fake the 3. Good decision. You know, one thing we learned, these 2 players are not selfish. This Fondy team going to look for the good shot. And there's second chance points. Ryan Lloyd misses the first, but coming up with the rebound and the basket is Drake Diener.
Absolutely. Last year, I believe Travis averaged roughly 13 shots a game and Drake somewhere around 11 or 12. So,
well, there you see another turnover on Rick Caviani by, I believe, Ryan Lloyd on defense. Well, we got a quick timeout again. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Wink Chiropractic. Did you know that work and injuries and accidents can cause lasting physical stress and pain, neck or wrist pain or headaches? If you're hurting, you owe it to yourself to stop into the Wink Chiropractic office. Wink Chiropractic provides natural health care for both children and adults, and we guarantee that after 3 visits, if you're not satisfied, you would not be charged for their services. So whatever stage of life you're at, Wink Chiropractic will do it for you, and let them show you how to lead a healthy lifestyle. Well, right now, 4:39 to go in the first quarter, holding on to a 7-point lead to 5. The Cardinals, 4 of 6 from the field, so shooting pretty good right now.
well, I think Fond du Lac is going to see a lot of these zone and gimmick defenses. Here comes Drake in the corner. Oh, nice.
Into the game for the Cardinals, Joe Michaels. They go right inside to him, and he draws the foul, so Joe will go to the free throw line.
Joe did a real nice job of slipping that screen there. He was screening for Drake. The man overplayed. Could be open a lot for those big kids if they can learn to slip screens. They're going to have layups.
Well, they're not going to give him free throws.
These guys are a little hard on that shooting.
Yeah, they are. They're letting them play. Ryan Lloyd passes on the shot, now kicks it back out. Travis Diener going to take the jumper from the top of the key, swish. Good. Travis Diener with his 5th point of the game.
That's a tough shot right there.
Travis is so smooth, but yet you don't know when he's going to take that shot. He's so quick off the dribble. So the Lightning now with it. Left side is Platt. Platt could have bounce pass it over to the right side. Another turnover. 4 turnovers right here in the first quarter. Seeing some time now coming off the Pines for the Cardinals. Matt Sprader coming in for Ryan Lloyd.
Matt was a point guard on the JV team last year, and will have to be maybe that 3rd ball handler, that kid that when we face pressure can handle the ball a little bit.
Also coming in, Lee Greschel coming in for Joe Michaels. So Dick Diener now going 8 deep just to try to get that rotation. Travis Diener spin, turn shot, no good. Coming up with the rebound is Platt for the Lightning.
I'm not sure they like that shot that much. Might have been just a little quick.
Well, top of the key right now. Caviani to the right side to Platt. With it is Gross, top of the key, takes a couple dribbles, covered well by Greschel. Inside, oh, foul gonna go on the big guy. Good shot by Jordan Gross, getting inside, getting the shot. First foul, bucket's gonna be good.
Well, I think that's something we're gonna see with Big Eddie. We're gonna see him taken away from the basket a little bit. Other teams are going to rely on their quickness. Obviously, they're not going to shoot over the top of him. They have to be quick enough to get by him.
Well, I think that's one thing you're going to see right now is teams are going to take it at the young Ed Ross, being 6'10". You know, one thing they had a concern with as the free throw is good is that he likes to try to swat a lot of balls, and that may get him into foul trouble early on.
I don't think Coach Diener's too concerned about that, actually, though. As the year goes on, I think he'll learn when he should and shouldn't. I think he wants him being very aggressive right now. That means getting a few fouls. It is a few fouls.
Well, Drake Diener doing a good ball fake off the dribble, off the backboard. Good for 2. Drake already with 9 points in this first quarter as the Cardinals lead 16-8 with 3:01 to go in the first quarter. Right now, Caviani taking it to the hole. Bucket no good, but he's fouled by...
That was Sprader.
That's going to be Sprader. So Caviani going to go to the free throw line.
You have to contain there, Matt. You cannot let guys beat you off the dribble.
Well, one thing Dick really tries to instill into his players is use your feet.
Absolutely.
There, Matt just got a little lazy, didn't move his feet, and draws the foul. First shot up, no good by Caviani.
Matt's not the quickest kid out there, but he's a very heady ball player. I think he's still kind of skinny, a little weak. As he grows older, he's going to become a much quicker ball player. I think by next year, you'll notice much improvement in his quickness.
Second shot good. Coming in now for the Lightning, the lone senior, Phil Vandenborg, 6'3" senior, the only senior on this young Lightning squad.
They're man-to-man. It's a nice little set they run here to get Drake one-on-one.
Drake Diener now going to ball fake. Travis now to the right side to Sprader.
Travis.
Drake going to be patient. Now Travis. Look for Travis to look inside. Over to Drake. Drake going to take it to the hole. Gets up and good. Somehow gets it off, but it rolls out. Oh, and they're going to call it off the Lightning.
That was a nice hustle there. He got back into play and tipped it.
Oh, they changed their call, saying it's going to go off of Drake Diener. So out of bounds, the Lightning down by 7. It's 16-9. Top of the keys, Caviani going to dribble the right side between the legs.
That'd be close to 5 seconds. He hasn't.
Really an off-balance shot.
Really
good defense by Matt Sprader. He's going to push it up to Travis.
Travel, I think. Yep.
Yep. Travis really didn't have control of the ball. Tried to do too much right there. Actually, I think we're fortunate that he got called for the travel. May have been called for the offensive foul.
If he didn't travel first, it would have been an offensive foul, I'm quite sure.
Matt Haar was right there, set defensively. Across the timeline now is Caviani. Dumps it over to Platt right side. Now with it is Gross, top of the key. Going to dribble in on the big guy. His shot up, no good. Coming up with the rebound is Vandenborg. His shot no good. Gross now gets a shot no good.
Foul on Drake, I believe.
3 shot attempts there for the Lightning coming up empty, but they did get a foul.
Good hustle on the north part there. They are really competitors.
And again, they call it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Really not giving them the shot, not giving them the play. That's not a new rule in the WIA that we missed, is it?
Not that I know of.
So the Lightning now underneath their own basket. Now up with it is Gross, to Haar. That shot up and good. 3-point attempt, no good by Caviani.
This is where it gets fun, Travis in the open court.
Travis doing a good job there, drawing the foul. And that is going to go on Haar. Matt Haar, just a 6'1" junior.
It's a lot of fun when you get Travis out there in the open court. There were no wing players with him at that time, so you couldn't see his full arsenal.
Well, Coach Keen at Marquette happy to get a player of Travis's caliber. Going to be a part of Marquette next year.
Absolutely, he can shoot, but what he really is a heck of a leader.
That 3 up and good. You know, I think it's going to be more of a surprise this year if Travis misses a shot more than he makes a shot.
I'll tell you, that game he had against Hamilton was something else. I believe he hit his first 6.
Ball knocked away by Sprader. Now top of the key is Pratt. Going to try to go on Drake. Oh, they're going to call a hand check on Drake. That's his second foul, and Dick, even with a minute to go in this first quarter, the Cardinals leading by 10. He's going to come to the Pines. And Ryan Lloyd going to check back in for Drake Diener.
I'd be surprised if he keeps him out long. Normally, coach has had a rule. If remember years ago Adam Zakis called it Diener's Dungeon. When you got your second foul in the first half, you were done. But I think he might bend that a little bit this year.
Well, especially with his two key players, he can't afford really to have them off the court too much. Now right side is Har. Har looking inside, nothing there, top of the post. Oh, Gross tried to dribble and walk with it. Forgets to put the ball down, turnover. I believe it's like their 6th turnover so far this first quarter, 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, 6 turnovers. And
Cardinals up 19-9, up by 10.
When they don't turn the ball over, they've been fairly successful, but they're having a little bit of trouble.
Travis being very patient with the ball. Look for the Cardinals to go for one here. The Lightning in a zone defense. Now going to stretch it out a little bit. Sprader now with it left side.
Well, you know you're going to have Travis with the ball in his hands here, and hopefully Lloyd will spot up and maybe Sprader, and we can get ourselves a good shot.
18 seconds to go in this first quarter. Travis going to hold on to it for one shot.
Watch Michaels and Gresham. They're going to have to be very active also, because I think Travis will get into the paint if he wants to.
8 seconds, 7 seconds. Swing to Har. His shot up, no good. Excuse me, that was Sprader. Oh, looks like they're going to call a foul. Oh, they're going to call a push foul on Michaels underneath.
Well, that's where it really hurts having Drake off the floor, because then you have him catching and shooting those shots at the end.
Really not what Dick Diener's looking for in that type of shot. That last shot up, no good, and we're at the end of one. 19-9, your Cardinals leading by 10. We'll see for stats. Again, this broadcast brought to you by Wink Chiropractic. Why chiropractic? Reason number 18, hip and leg pain. Did you know that hip and leg pain often responds very well to chiropractic care? These pains may indicate a nerve or spinal problem. We can determine if yours is a chiropractic problem and recommend a safe, effective plan of treatment. For a limited time, Wink Chiropractic is offering a free consultation and exam. Find out more. Call Wink Chiropractic. You don't have to live in pain. Well, leaders right now in the point category. Travis Diener has 8 points. Drake leads with 9. Ed Ross with 2. That gives you your 19 points. For the Appleton North Lightning, leaving the way Caviani is 4. And the big guy Jordan Gross inside with 5 for 9 points.
Big thing there was Appleton North had 6 turnovers, and I think that is what kept them this far down. I believe they shot a fairly decent percentage here, but they're turning the ball over. Fond du Lac had 3 assists that quarter, and I think in a man-to-man defense, you're going to see more assists in this zone.
The Cardinals 7 of 12 from the field. Shooting 58%.
Oh, there's it.
There's the block by the big guy, Ed Ross. Trying to force that shot up. Caviani didn't see the big guy come over.
Real nice job by Joe Michaels coming over and shutting that baseline off.
So in for the Cardinals, Michaels, Lloyd, Greshel, Diener, Ross.
Well, they got Drake on the bench to start this off. And
now with it, top of the key is Johnson, Kyle Johnson. Dribbles left side. In is Lemke for the first time today. Left side, Pratt. Going to try to dribble on Travis. Gets around him. Goes into the big guy. Oh, they're going to call a push foul, I believe. So Ed Ross going to pick up his second personal. And going to the free throw line will be Dave Platt.
The scouting report says that Appleton North, their wing players like to drive baseline. We have to do a better job of getting over there in a hurry. Travis should not have let him get there. And when he did, someone should have stepped in.
Well, one thing that Travis may have taken advantage of, knowing that he's got the weak side help and a 6'10" guy, but there, by not moving and cutting off the baseline, his big guy was picking up another foul.
Absolutely.
So now into the game for the first time tonight, Joe Dilling, a 6'4" senior. So the Cardinals going 9 or 10 deep in this game so far in the first half. 7:23 to go, 19-10.
I look for, let's see what they are in. Are they in a zone or a man-to-man? If they're in a man-to-man, Joe Dilling can get that offense running well. He's a very good screener, but it looks like they're in the 3-2 zone again.
Well, the Cardinals really with just one shooter out there, and Travis, he's going to take the shot up. Comes up just a little short.
Well, Ryan Lloyd can stroke it. I think Travis is going to have to punch some gaps with the dribble here.
Well, Travis is outside, so he's going to have to use his legs a little more. He's come up short on a couple of shots. Lee Greshel now top of the key, right side is Lloyd. Going to dribble over to Greshel, now back to Lloyd. Lloyd wide open, passes on the shot. Swing it over to Diener. Diener left side. Oh, and as we called it, inside to, coming up with the rebound. Dilling getting that shot. Michaels coming up with the shot. No good. So Lloyd and Michaels both missing shot opportunities.
Struggling a little bit here from the perimeter.
Well, right now is Pratt, top of the key, covered by Travis Diener. Right side over to Caviani. Back up to Gross. Left side now is Johnson. John's going to dribble in the middle. Almost turned it over. Pratt with the three-point shot, up and good. And there's going to be a foul.
These guys are a very patient team. They run their pattern quite well.
Oh, they're going to call it on Appleton. The basket will be, no, they're going to call it on, is that a double foul?
No, I think the basket's good, but I think it was a foul underneath.
Okay, they're going to call it Sean Lemke. Foul underneath after the shot was off, so the bucket counts. 19-14, Cardinals holding on to a 5-point lead. If you're Dick Diener, are you happy with just a 5-point lead going into the second quarter?
Oh, I don't think so. I think we have to come out ready to play here.
And Drake Diener back into the game, tries to lay it up and misses, just overlays it a little bit, knocked out of bounds by the Cardinals.
Probably not too surprising, though. You have the big game coming up Saturday night. They may not be as focused as they should be this early in the game. I look for things to turn around. Coach Miller coached under Ron Parker for years at Appleton East, who was a very, very fine coach, and his teams are very disciplined.
Ryan Lloyd giving pressure there at the half court. Now Gross, top of the key. Oh, turns it over. Travis just a little bit off. He had the steal. Now he comes up with the steal again. 3-on-1. Going to get it up to Drake. Nice unselfish play by Ryan Lloyd. Drake Diener with the easy lay-in.
That was quite a play by Travis. He made the initial steal but got tripped and came right up and got the other one.
Got the other steal. So we can credit with 2 steals
yes.
and 1 turnover. Now right side is Gross. Covered by Dilling. Now going in, off balance Caviani.
Looks like we turned our defense up a little bit. No, they call that.
Oh, they're going to call it on Joe Michaels. I believe that's going to be his second foul.
Boy.
So we got 3 players now with 2 fouls. Dick really going to go to his bench, coming off the bench.
Matt Saporsky, the freshman, looks like he's going to get his first early action.
Well, it's good to see the freshman get some playing time, get some game time experience.
It's going to be interesting. He's a nice kid. He's a good ball player, but this is a whole nother deal out here with all these fans. So I'm see how he handles this.
So Vandenberg going to the free throw line, first shot up and good.
I wasn't real solid on that foul call there. I thought Joe was just putting a little ball pressure on. I didn't think the other guy was trying to do anything.
Second free throw up and good.
Okay, they're in the man-to-man. Let's keep an eye on Joe Dilling. He's just going to run around and headhunt and screen. He does a very nice job of getting our shooters open.
Ryan Lloyd now to Dilling, right side to Travis. Travis going to fake the 3, looks inside. Kicks it up to the top of the key to Lloyd. Oh, Drake going to go one-on-one. Travis going to take it all inside. Shot up, no good, but he will go to the free throw line, I believe, unless they're going to say it was before.
Oh.
Nope, they're going to say 2 shots.
It's going to be the first 2 free throws he's taken tonight. Now, this is one area where Travis has to improve. I think if there's been one area of the game where he's probably a little disappointed in himself, is his free throw shooting. So he's going to have to get it a little better for Saturday night. Let's see how he does here. There you go.
First shot up and good. Well, the Cardinals 2 of 2 from the free throw line in the first quarter. Now 3 of 3. Second shot up for Travis, good.
Well,
so now the Cardinals 23-16, lead by 7, 4:48 to go. Sorry, Bob, didn't mean to interrupt.
It's okay. I thought we played a little tougher on the defensive end that last time, but then kind of bailed them out with a foul. So here we go.
And their turnover, bringing it up is Drake, right side Lloyd. Cross pass to Travis. Travis going to try to take it inside. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Drake for the open three. His shot up and good.
What a look by Travis right there. That was just wonderful.
Travis doing a good job of penetrating inside. 4 players around him, dishes it out to an open Drake who hits the 3. And we get a Appleton North timeout, 4:17 to go. The Cardinals now clinging to a 26-16 10-point lead.
Well, if the whistles aren't blown, I think we can defend them quite handily, actually. But how many free throws have they taken so far? They've gotten a few of them up there.
Are we talking the Cardinals?
Appleton North.
Appleton North was 2 of 6 in the first quarter and 4 of 4 here in the second quarter.
That's quite a few free throws. So,
well, what you expect from a team early on in the season is you normally don't see as good of a defensive play from a team. So Fondy, one thing that we are going to point out next week, they are facing, Saturday it is, are facing a very tough Oshkosh West team who returned 7 of their top 8 players. So Fondy really getting a lot of players in tonight, seeing how they play in game time, because they are going to really have to suck it up Saturday night.
Oh, I agree 100%. The other thing is I don't believe you'll see Fond du Lac out in the 9 passing lanes quite so much and pressuring the ball quite so much against the better teams. I think they will be more content to play their normal Fond du Lac half-court defense, contain, take away the other team's weapons. Right here, we want to force an up-tempo game. So we're going to give up some easy baskets now and then.
So 4:16 to go in the first half, 26-16 on your scoreboard. The Lightning with it left side, taking it in as Platt. Wide open layup. Went right by Travis Diener.
I don't know who was supposed to help there. I'd like to see that over, but he just went through the whole team. Someone has to be stepping over. When
No
you're
weak
putting
side
ball
help.
pressure, you have to be able to be ready to step in and help.
Ball wide open, Drake pass, just didn't get control of it. Going to swing it over to right side to Travis. Travis going to swing it to the Lloyd. His shot up and good. They're going to give him a 2 on that. His foot on the line.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Travis starting to penetrate a little bit, draw and dish.
Ryan Lloyd with his first basket of the game. Now heavy pressure by Lloyd on Caviani. Now top of the key, Matt Haar. Going to dribble to the right, get it to Vandenberg. Vandenberg going to get it back to Caviani. Going to try to take it outside. Shot off balance, no good. Coming up with the rebound, Vandenberg. Excuse me, that's Gross. So Caviani's shot no good. Vandenberg coming up with the, or excuse me, Gross coming up with the offensive rebound and the bucket.
That was a good play by Drake, giving him that basket. 2 points compared to his third foul.
That's right.
A real good trade.
The Lightning now in a man-to-man. Travis looking to match up one-on-one. Going to pull up on the 3. Shot good.
Can you imagine having to stare him down out there on a wing one-on-one?
His third 3 of the night.
He's got every weapon in the book right there.
Travis with 13 points already here in this first half with 2:43 to go. Lob pass inside, no good. Coming up with the loose ball. Travis going to go coast to coast. Going to swing it out to an open Lloyd. What a great pass and the 3. Ryan Lloyd with the 3. But what a great look by Travis Diener.
That was something else. He knew exactly where his teammate was the whole time. Waited till he was right in rhythm. There we go.
Well, Matt Haar fakes the shot, forgets to put the ball down. Another turnover by the Lightning. This game now getting a little bit in the lead for the Cardinals, 34-20 with 2:21.
Yeah, I look for them to hopefully pull away on this end of this half, get this thing up maybe near 20.
Well, Lee Greschel back into the game. Drake Diener, coach going to take him out, doesn't want him to pick up his 3rd foul.
That's a good decision. You have that 14-point lead. Well, Joe Patrick's getting his first action here. This is a kid that's going to help as the year goes on, I think. He's a football player. He doesn't play a lot of basketball in the off season. He's just going to get better and better.
Joe Patrick listed at 6'5". He's a junior. You know, he's going to be one of these role players that you'll see from these juniors. You know, year in and year out, you get these juniors that learn under Dick Diener's system to be a role player, and they actually look forward to that role that they get as long as they're a part of this team.
Well, it's not, don't think that was the shot that they wanted.
And that shot by Sporky, no good. Coming up now, wing 3 for Johnson. His shot no good.
Here's the speed I'm talking about.
Travis Diener off balance, looking for the foul.
Wow.
No call on that one.
Apparently these guys do not want to send us to the free throw line because
jump ball called, so the Cardinals will have the ball underneath.
That was real nice hustle there, though, by Joe Patrick. He ran that 4 hard, and just pure hustle got us the ball back.
Travis looking up at us and say, can you believe that call? No foul called. Now the Cardinals under bound. Lee Greshel with it top, swings it to Travis. His shot up. Good arcing shot, good. What a great shot by Travis. I tell you, he really gets that high arcing, quick release off the dribble. Almost another turnover. Well, it is a turnover on the line. David Platt. This Lightning team just a little bit out of control. You can see they're down by 16. They're trying to make things happen a little quickly. Getting a little bit out of control.
That's not Appleton North basketball either. Their basketball is patience, and as I said, Fond du Lac, against these lower echelon teams, they're going to try to up the tempo. They're going to play a little tougher defense, and because of that, we're going to give up some easy baskets, but we're going to make many, many turnovers.
Well, I can tell you, look for this Lightning team next year to be pretty strong. Only one senior. They're going to get a lot of experience this year, and they'll be somebody to reckon with next year. Now right side, Travis. Over to Greshel, over to Lloyd. Greshel passes on the open shot, showing some patience. 48 seconds, takes it inside, loses control. After he looked patient, then he gets a little bit out of control, try to take the baseline, nowhere to go, turnover Cardinals. 46 seconds to go in this first half.
That's a fool's goal that we call it here. It's that baseline looks open, but it shuts down in a hurry, and you have to be careful trying to drive that baseline.
Again, Cardinals showing pressure on Lloyd. Caviani gets it inside to Gross. Oh, I think Gross got away with a travel there, but they're going to call the foul on Saporski.
Caviani's not a bad ball player. He's fairly strong for a smaller guy, and he is not afraid to try to go in there and get into the paint.
So Gross going to go to the free throw line, 1 of 2 from the line.
I think Matt was a little bit slow getting over there to help. We've had a problem with that so far tonight. I think we've been a step slow on the weak side help so far.
Appleton, where they've gotten their penetration going to the free throw line is by taking that baseline. The Cardinals just a half step behind. First free throw up, no good. A 1-on-1 situation, I guess.
Okay, I imagine we'll go for one here. We have Mike Millage in the game, very fine shooter, along with Ryan Lloyd here. So we have 2 shooters for Travis to look for this last second shot.
20 seconds, 36-20, Cardinals by 16. Travis going to hold the ball at half court center. 14. Oh, Dick going to call a timeout. Set up an offensive play. I guess he wasn't happy too much with the first quarter ending, so now he wants to set something up.
Well, I think that's why he brought Mike Millage in the game, to put 2 shooters on the floor with Travis instead of just one. So I would imagine we'll probably flatten something out here. Flatten it out at 1-4 maybe for Travis, or they may have him give up the ball and come off a couple of screens. North has to be happy, though, relatively, I would think. They played a solid first quarter, and compared to last year, they've already outscored themselves from last year's first game when they had 16 in the entire ball game.
Well, I don't think we're seeing that stingy defense by the Cardinals either.
No, they took care of them last year. Last year they had an axe to grind, and they went and did it. Oh, look at this. Drake's back in here.
Drake back in, wants a couple shooters.
It's a calculated risk you take here. You don't want him going over the back on an offensive rebound. So
11 seconds, 10 seconds.
they're in the zone.
Going to penetrate. Drake going to take the 3 off balance. No good. Coming up with the loose ball. Going to go coast to coast. Gross's shot up and no good. So at the end of the first half, 36-20, Cardinals lead by 6. We'll be back with the halftime stats from your sponsor, Wink Chiropractic. We'll be back right after this. And we're back at halftime at Redburn Arena, where your Fond du Lac Cardinals have a 36-20 lead over Appleton North. Brett Krause, Bob Hoffmaster for a little half stats. But first, this broadcast again being brought to you by Chiropractic. We're very happy to have them as a sponsor this year. Wink Chiropractic, reason number 6, carpal tunnel syndrome. Did you know that patients with symptoms of carpal tunnel often respond very well to conservative chiropractic care? Chiropractic is a safe, low-cost alternative to drugs, injections, or risky surgery. In most cases, there is also no lost work time. For a limited time, Wink Chiropractic is offering a free consultation and exam. To find out more, call Wink Chiropractic. You don't have to live in pain. Wink Chiropractic, again, sponsor of tonight's Fondy Appleton North game. And for some stats, let's go to my cohort, Bob Hoffmaster, with some of the scoring and stats.
Well, scoring-wise here, Appleton North is led by David Platt with 7 points, and George Gross with 7 points, and Rick Haviani is chipped in with 4. That haven't had a lot of scoring there, and that's taking care of it for them. For Fond du Lac, of course, Travis Diener and Drake Diener leading the way. Travis with 15 points, and Drake with 14, even though he was limited in the second quarter with foul trouble. Big story here for Appleton North is they've had 11 turnovers, and they've been fairly effective when they've been able to run their offense. They've gotten to the line a lot, and they've scored some points, but they can't turnovers. Travis has led the way in assists. He's got 5 assists this first half. Fondy's got 8, which shows such an unselfish nature to this basketball team. They're not scoring in one situation. They're scoring off the pass. That's something you want to see.
Well, the Cardinals shooting a very impressive 52%, I think, on 13 of 25 field. And again, at the free throw line, where they've won many a games, 4 of 4 just in the half. On the other end, Appleton North just shooting 5 of 17 for 29%, 7 of 12 from the free throw line for 58%. So if you're Appleton North, you're almost fortunate to be just with 11 turnovers and only shooting 29%.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think they can be that discouraged at all right now. They're not playing that well, but they're only down 16 to one of the top teams in the state, and I think Coach Miller will have them coming out ready to play the second half. But I'm afraid Coach Diener coming up playing in another gear to start the second half also.
Well, you know, we're seeing things go as we predicted in our pregame. Is you're going to see Travis and Drake getting their 25 points again. They're halfway there. They're over halfway there. Some of the other Ryan Lloyd doing a good job. Shots. He's not afraid to shoot when he's open, which is good because he's a pretty good shooter. You know, all that, middle of the season, that'll open Travis and Drake up even more. If he's able to can down and they won't be able to cheat defensively, teams won't be able to against Travis or Drake.
Absolutely. I don't feel that Ryan has taken a bad shot tonight. I may have lost track of one there, but I think he has taken good shots in rhythm. He's a great ball handler. He's a good hustling defender, but what he really is a shooter, and you want your shooters to shoot. So.
Well, we're not able to see much of the big guy, Ed Ross, tonight. Got in a little foul trouble early. He did get 2 key blocks, that may have intimidated this offense for Appleton North.
Yes, that's what Eddie has to do. I don't think Coach Diener's going to be too concerned with him getting in foul trouble early in the year. One of those fouls he would have been concerned with because he didn't move his feet. He gets fouls blocking shots, Coach Diener is going to be happy. He wants him to be aggressive. The more aggressive, the better for Eddie Ross.
Well, one thing I've seen as a weakness defensively is they are not getting to that baseline quick enough. Appleton North going to the free throw line 12 times to just 4 for the Cardinals, and most of those free throws have been when they've taken it down the baseline.
Well, I don't think Black is the quickest team you're going to see. We have a number of quick kids, but overall we're not an explosive, quick basketball team. They're going to have to do it with their heads. They have to be in the right position at the right time, help side, overtime, and but again, this is not the defense I expect us to play over this year. In the big games, we'll play our contained defense on the shooters, away the other players. We won't be denying the passes so much, and won't be putting quite as much ball pressure on. I may be wrong, but that's what I would do.
Well, the Cardinals winning their last 3 games by an average of 39 points. Right now they lead by 16. What do you see for the Cardinals in the second half?
Oh, I think they'll just methodically take this over. They will probably shore up the defensive end a little bit. I'm sure Coach Diener had some choice words with them at halftime as far as their defense, their help side defense goes. And offensively, keep chipping away and expect them to methodically. Maybe it'll be one of these deals where we look up at the score in the third quarter. Wow, how do we get that big of a lead? I think we'll just little by little chip away at these guys.
One concern you might see with the Cardinals really not being challenged in any of these first 4 games is coming into a big game Saturday night with Oshkosh West, who last year was 15-3. They faced them 3 times last year, able to beat them 2 out of the 3. They returned 7 out of players. They got a solid team, and I actually preseason picked them in the Fondy and Oshkosh North. One of those 3 teams is going to win this conference.
Oh, I agree. I think rated a little basically because of the 2 Diener boys. Anytime you have two Division I, high division players on your team, you're going to get the respect of the voters. But I think West, between Tiger, the player in his own right, and John, they're going to be formidable. In fact, it's still up in the air who I would pick for that one. I'll tell you that.
It's going to be a fun game. We got Appleton North Lightning just trailing by 16. If you're Appleton North, what do you want to do in the second half?
Well, number one, take care of the ball better. Instead of trying to make some of these tough passes, make more hand-to-hand passes. Don't be in such a great play. Complete each pass, break Fond du Lac down, because they do run a nice pattern set here, and if they take their time, they may be able to chip away a little bit. I would doubt it, but it's an uphill task for North. But
you know, if you're Coach Miller, you got to be saying at halftime, you know, Drake and Travis are going to get their shots. Just put a hand up, contest it a little bit. They're very good shooters, but what they got to do solidly defense is sustain the other three players and make Travis and Drake take those shots, because they're not always going to make them.
No, they're going to make a lot more than they miss. Right?
As we've seen so far.
Absolutely.
Well, we're just ready to start the second half. Cardinals leading by 16. Now starting both teams, we'll get two youths, Kyle Johnson, Rick Caviani, David Platt, Jordan Gross, and Sean Lemke for North. For Fondy, we'll get to them once they get on the offensive side, but it looks like the normal starters, Ross, Diener, Lloyd, and Michaels. Tight defense there. Siviani going to take it off balance. Shot no good. Coming up with the rebound is Lemke. His spin shot blocked by the big guy. So
Nice
two
job.
shots. Good defense there, going straight up. But the Cardinals going to come down with the offensive possession, or alternate possession, with the jump ball there.
That was a little quick call there on an alternate possession. Eddie got that away from him in a hurry. Oh, they're man-to-man. Now let's see how we attack this. Imagine, look, here, Drake will have a one-on-one move here.
Drake shoots off balance left side. Shot no good. Coming up with the ball, trying to keep it alive is Ross. But coming up with it is Caviani. Oh, what an easy picking there for Travis. Going to go coast to coast. Shot up and good. Travis Diener showing some great speed there. What you were saying about Hoffey, able on a wide open, court, able to get down there quicker than anybody else.
That's where he's really something special. He's a great shooter in the half-court game, but when he gets in that open court, he's awful fun to watch. I think this is something that people have seen him, that maybe haven't seen him in the summertime. He has added an extra gear here. He has got that extra gear to go by people, and it's quite apparent.
Three-point play completed for Travis Diener, now 18 points in this game. Slight pressure by Ryan Lloyd. Caviani going to bring it up left hand. Crossover dribble to the right side. Lloyd gets away with a bump. Showing tight pressure. Caviani tries to take it all the way in. Ross causes that off balance. Coming up with it is Gross. No shot,
Nice
no
box
good.
out by Joe. Very nice box out by Joe Michaels there.
Well, I think Ed Ross there turned it, caused the off-balance shot. Drake Diener now left side, shot up, no good. Knocking the ball out of bounds is Ed Ross.
Good play by Eddie there. He was very active. That's what he has to do. He has to be active on those boards, make his presence known.
Well, Drake Diener coming out quick, misses his first two off-balance shots from the left side. Usually a sweet spot for Drake. Again, Caviani trying to go up against inside. Shot no good. Coming up with the rebound is Ross. Gross missing another one. No team right now. Appleton North 0 for 5. Long three by Travis.
Oh,
Nope, that's Drake.
It's a little off here. Get those legs into it.
Oh, he spent a little more time on the pines than he's used to. Maybe he's just a little off balance. Platt, his three up, no good. Coming up with the rebound is going out of bounds. That's going to go off of bounds of Lemke. Lemke and Ross battling for it.
That was the last time. It was another great play by Travis. He got all the way into the paint, threw 5 guys on him, and dished it out. I'd say about 6 times out of 10, Drake is going to hit that shot.
Left side, Lloyd. Right side, Drake.
That's nice.
Shot up and good by Travis, just a 2. Boy, it's almost disappointing. He just made a 2.
That was wonderful offense there. They screened for Drake and then screened for Travis. Just outstanding.
Both teams coming out man-to-man. Now Platt, right side to Gross. Going to get up to Caviani. Caviani covered by Lloyd. Now Platt, right side dribbles over to Johnson. Johnson covered by Drake. Johnson going to try to take it inside. Good job of help defense there, cutting off the baseline. Knocked out of bounds by Travis.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, that weak side help defense. He did a wonderful job. If you're going to force him to the baseline, you have to have your teammates helping, or you're going to be in trouble.
You know what I saw there? We had a good shot of it. It's almost thinking outside the box. Travis can step out of bounds and cut off that baseline.
Yes.
You know, a lot of players think they can't touch out of bounds defensively, but they can use that out of bounds to block that off.
That's another defender. That's what's taught. That out of bounds line is another defender. You put that foot out. There's nowhere for that man to go.
Oh, good. Defended well by Ryan Lloyd. Shot no good by Caviani, but coming up with it is Lemke.
Here we go.
Inside of the big guy, shot up no good. Ed Ross going to go to the free throw line. You know, it's amazing. Right now, Appleton North is 0 of 8 from the field, but a lot of these opportunities are second chance.
Well, yes, they are. And right there was a heck of a move by Eddie Ross. He's got that quick pivot move there. So,
well, we're going to get a quick timeout by Appleton North. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Wink Chiropractic. Again, Wink Chiropractic Services go to the caring doctors that the athletes of the Fondy area go to. Wink Chiropractic bringing you tonight's broadcast, and we want to thank him sincerely, Dr. Craig Wink, who is here down at the corner watching this game intensely. We got 4:41 to go in the third quarter. The Cardinals holding on 41-20, a 21-point lead. Opened up at 5, outscoring him 5 points here, all by Travis Diener. He's outscored the entire team, Lightning team, in the second half, 5-0.
So again, though, it's been kind of, we haven't been hitting on all cylinders here. Drake has had 3 very good looks at the basket and hasn't hit them. You expect him to make at least 1 or 2 of those. And it hasn't really been pretty so far this half, but being effective.
So the big guy at the free throw line, his first shot, looking eye in the basket. Up, nice sweet arcer, good. Nice touch by the big guy. Usually you see when they're that big, they struggle a little bit from the free throw line. That shot looked pretty good.
Yeah, Eddie has a nice stroke, and the scary thing is he really hasn't worked on his game that much over the years. He is a very raw young man in basketball terms, and he's got nowhere to go but up. And I think you're going to see great improvement as the year goes on.
Second shot up, just bounces out, no good for Ed Ross. Gets his 3rd point of the game. So quickly up now into the game is Vandenberg, left side to Caviani. Up to Platt. Platt going to dribble, covered by Travis Diener. Caviani left side, covered by Lloyd. Oh, good weak side help by Michaels, Joel Michaels. And he draws the offensive foul on Caviani.
I'm not sure about that one. It was a great effort by Joe. I kind of think he may have been a half step late again on that one. But,
well, Joe doing a good acting job going to the ground, and usually the official is going to see the reaction, not the original contact.
Well, the thought was great, so that's what counts there. Here we got Eddie.
Inside of the big guy. Good off balance, good shot. There he took a nice step and gets the easy lay-in.
There's one thing that Ed does very well. He keeps that ball high. When he catches it, he keeps it high. He used to have a habit of dropping it on the defensive rebound, and he doesn't seem to be doing that at all anymore either. So Ryan Lloyd's doing a great job here.
Well, Caviani tried dribbling all the way inside. Dumps it to Gross. Knocked away by Travis. Travis going to find Lloyd all the way. What a great pass. Shot coming up, no good. Oh, Ryan Lloyd misses that easy lay-in. What a great pass.
That was one of those right over the defender's ear.
Well, they're going to say it was out of bounds. It touched the ball out of bounds. I believe that was Travis Diener on the ground.
Yeah, Drake made a great
Drake
rebound.
made a good play at it, but it went off Travis as he was out of bounds. So it's going to be a turnover to the Cardinals, or excuse me, to the Lightning. Light pressure again, Caviani left side to Platt, covered by Travis. Travis doing a great job defensively. A couple more steers here in the second half. 44-20, Cardinals by 24, 3:29 to go in this third quarter.
Oh, help.
Oh, Caviani passes on it, comes up a little short, had a wide open shot.
Oh, I think we caught a break there.
Oh, we really got a break. That ball obviously right down in front of us going out on Travis Diener, but the official out of the way. For once, the official helped us out.
I think he rewarded him for his hustle there.
Oh, Travis quick enough, but comes up short on that layup. Thought he was fouled, no call. Quickly up with it is Platt, covered by Lee Greschel. Good weak side help again on that baseline. Oh, another easy picking by Travis. Travis sees no advantage, going to do a good spin move, and he's held.
No shot again.
No shot again. You know, Travis had a good delay there. Looks like nothing's there, but comes up with the spin move. Takes the shot. He can't believe there's no call, but it's out of bounds underneath the basket. That foul going to go on Matt Haar, his second personal. So right now, Appleton with 4 personal fouls in this third quarter. The Cardinals 0. Inbound to Drake.
Robbie Swick in the game.
Robbie Swick in the game. Head at the top of the key, right side now. Lee Greschel. Looks inside of the big guy, nothing there. Oh, I think you got to lob that into the big guy. They're trying to do some weak side help, but you can't leave Drake. You cannot leave Drake.
That was Lee Greschel on that. He really did a nice job of finding him.
Well, Appleton did a good job of backside help, but you can't leave a Drake Diener open to leave to go help to the inside, because he will hurt you on that 3. Caviani shot up, no good. Rebound, out of bounds. So Caviani 0 for 6 in this quarter. 0 of 10 for the entire team, has yet to score in this third quarter. 2:22 to go, 27-point lead, 47-20 for the Cardinals.
That was a nice job by Robbie Swick. He's a heck of a defensive player. He's got those quick feet. The soccer player's got.
Oh, there's the first bad pass you see by Travis, thrown out of bounds. Robbie Swick and Lee Greschel both in the same spot. Neither went for the ball. Out of bounds. Quickly up with it is Platt. Right side Johnson. Top of the key Gross. Going to take a couple dribbles on the big guy, get it inside. Gross going to take the 14-foot shot, a little long, no good. Coming up with the rebound, Drake. Slowly up to Swick. Lee Greschel passes on the open shot and travels. That's what happened when you get with a young player, is they really don't know whether they want to take the shot, dribble, or move.
He's still in the process of learning, still in the process of discovering his role with this team. And you know, last year on the JV team, that would have been his spot to take that and score and make something happen. Here he's not quite sure yet. But.
Well, Lee Greschel was the starting quarterback for the Fondy football team, so he knows what it takes to be a role. He's just trying to find that role right now.
Lee's an outstanding athlete. He's just going to get better and better as the year goes.
Another easy picking for Drake Diener, going to take it coast to coast. Sees an open Lee Greschel gets the shot. What a pass. Lee Greschel going to get the finish, has a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, there's an example of Lee's great athleticism. He took a nice little bump there. He finished strong. He ran the floor very well. And we're going to see a lot more of that out of Lee as the year goes.
You know, one thing I've seen is a lot of role players is when you see a fast break and they see their star player with the ball, they tend to slow down and not complete the break. Where there, Drake saw him open, had no shot, makes the easy pass, and Lee gets the easy basket.
Well, after that first game, I believe Eddie Ross made a nice comment in the paper that he's playing with the most unselfish players he could imagine, and that's very true. Travis and Drake may be star players, but as you say, Travis is averaging 11 assists a game, and Drake's up near 4 assists a game. So that's if you're on the floor and you're open, you're getting the ball.
Platt gets it into Gross. Gross going to look for the shot. Nothing there with the big guy Ross covering him. Right side Caviani going to take it baseline. Kicks it out to Lemke. Lemke going to take the off-balance shot. No good, but coming up is Gross. Oh. Lee Greschel going to get the foul. Jordan Gross, the 6'4 junior, going to go to the free throw line for 2. 1 minute to go in this third quarter. The Lightning looking for their first point of this third quarter.
They fallen back into last year's rut here. That last foul was on Eddie, I guess.
Wow, how did they call that on him? I didn't even see him in the area.
He came over and helped a little bit.
Wow, okay. Goes on Eddie Ross, his third foul. He'll go to the bench. Second free throw up for Gross. And no good. So 1 of 2. Up now with it is Sprader. Gets it over to Swick. Now left side Drake Diener.
If they're patient here, if they run this thing to another 10 seconds off the clock, I imagine they'd go for 1.
Oh, Swick with the bad pass, stolen by Gross. His shot up and good somehow. So the first field goal with 33 seconds to go in this third quarter. The Cardinals lead 49-23, lead by 26.
Here they'll go for one here now.
So the Cardinals going to go in the delay offense, 22 seconds to go.
North is back in the zone now, it looks like.
Matt Sprader going to hold on to it, look for one shot. They're going to get it to Drake Diener. Drake, 12, 10 seconds. Double team there. Going to get it back to him. 6, 5. Oh, they're going to call the foul on Platt. I was just going to say, wow, did he cut that defense pretty quickly and pretty short. 2 seconds to go. Drake Diener going to go to the free throw line.
I'm sure that's driving Coach Miller up a wall there because he go to the zone defense to take away the penetration, and Drake was still able to get into that scoring area and draw the foul.
First free throw up and is good. Drake 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Very good free throw shooter.
He's got kind of a interesting style there. He gets those deep knee bends.
52-23, 29-point lead. Last shot up, no good. So at the end of the third quarter, 51-23, Fond du Lac Cardinals by 29. Your score shows 52-21. It's actually 51-23 in the third quarter. Bob, why don't you give us some of the other stats while I work together the field goals?
Well, the big thing in that quarter, Travis came through with 3 big steals, and we started doing a pretty good job on the boards there. We came up with 8 rebounds that quarter. We gave up a few offensive boards, and I think Coach Diener would like to see us do better, but we improved a little bit there. A couple of turnovers. We had 3 turnovers that quarter, which I don't think coaches would be very happy with. But as I said, it was going to be methodical, and it was. It wasn't very pretty. We outscored them 15-3 in that quarter, and really didn't play that well offensively, I didn't think.
Wow, Appleton North shot an astounding 1 of 15 from the field for 7%. The Cardinals 43% at 6 of 14, leading away. Travis Diener has 20 and Drake has 19. So quickly in the start of the fourth quarter, right side now is Johnson. Going to get it to the top of the key, Gross, covered by Joe Michaels pretty tightly. Joe Michaels going to dribble around, nowhere to go. Throws the ball away right into Ryan Lloyd's hand for an open Travis Diener. Easy lay-in, Travis getting the easy 2 pickings.
That's an example where the good hustle by the North kid turned out to cost him 2 points. He made a nice try, but better off taking the penalty and going back and setting your defense.
That's right. Well, Caviani now, left side, gets it inside. Oh, they're going to call foul. I think he got away with a travel. It's
first.
Eric Miller into the game, going to go to the free throw line. His first time into the game. Oh, they're going to call it on Michaels.
He certainly traveled on that. His foot slid.
Get away with a call.
Well, Joe I think may have gotten a break on that charging in the past quarter, so probably even right here on those calls.
First free throw up and good. First point of the game for Eric Miller.
Well, I think you'll see the starters here really play hard to start this quarter, because if they spread this lead out a little bit, they won't be playing that long. I'm sure Coach, he wants to get them in rhythm for the game Saturday night, but at the same time, you don't want any injuries, or you don't want to tire them out needlessly.
So Drake Diener, now top of the key, Michaels, left side Ryan. Going to kick it over inside of the big guy, Ross. Going to be held. They're going to call that on Gross. You know,
call it on Ed.
Oh, they're calling the push off.
Oh, I'd like to see that one again.
Well, one thing you got to tell them is, you know, what a lot of players see when they're trying to get position, they'll use their hands to get open, but what they need to do is 6'11", use your body, use your shoulders where you don't have to push off. The lob pass should be there. All you got to do is put up that hand.
Put that arm and use those hips and the shoulders, you should be fine.
So top of the key. Civiani.
Great
oh,
play.
Another turnover. Great overplay by Michaels on that steal. Now Lloyd going to push it up quickly. Right side to Travis Diener. Now Drake going to take Cardinals, 6:38 to go, holding on to a 29-point lead. Going to be very patient here. They're going to look inside of the big guy. Nothing there. Sure. Travis passing on that opportunity. Ryan Lloyd looking inside.
sure they're going to try to establish Eddie in there a little bit if they can.
Oh, what a great spin move by the big guy. Shot coming up, just no good, but what a great move.
Eddie is going to start making those shots as the year goes on. He's got some nice footwork right now, and he's going to keep getting better.
So now top of the key is Johnson. Going to dribble on Drake Diener to the right. Gets it back to Miller. Miller's three shot up, no good. Miller just into the game. Going to put up the shot quickly. Travis Diener pushes it. Ryan Lloyd, good ball fake, just a little strong. But coming up with the loose ball was Drake. That shot up by Ryan Lloyd, no good. Ryan Lloyd, 2 quick shots, 2 misses.
I think that's it for Eddie. Again, though, that's not a bad one. He's being aggressive.
Yep, that's the end of the game for Ed Ross.
Doesn't look real happy with it.
Dick Diener going to take the 30 seconds to make the substitution. Remember, Wink Chiropractor, sponsor of tonight's game. Wink Chiropractic Services. Go to the caring doctors that the athletes find the area go to. Wink Chiropractic. So a quick timeout.
Get this 30 seconds. Coach did it, and Joe Patrick's going to get a little bit more peak. And that's interesting. I want to see this kid play a little more. The more he plays, the better he's going to get. I really believe it.
Joe Patrick is 6'5" junior.
He had a real fine JV year last year. He's just a whale of a rebounder and a physical presence.
Oh, bad pass by Eric Miller. Boy, for not playing in the first half, they had the ball in his hands quite a bit. He's got free throws, he's got a couple turnovers and a couple assists, so he's really controlling the ball here in this fourth quarter. 5:31 to go in the fourth quarter. 53-24, 29-point lead by the Cardinals. Travis now crosses the timeline, right side to Sprader. Left side, Drake going to get it inside to Patrick. His shot no good, gets his own rebound, and he's fouled. Patrick could go to the free throw line.
That's a nice job staying on that ball instead of just giving up when he missed it. He has to go stronger, though. Joe has a tendency just to go on his tiptoes when he shoots in there, and he's got to learn to use that strength.
He's got to use his legs.
I mean, look at the kid. He's huge. He's got to use that body and explode.
First free throw up and good. You know, I think coming down to when you get close games, the Cardinals in the first half, 4 of 4. Right now they're 8 of 9 from the free throw line for 89%.
That should be a strength all year for the Cardinals, their free throw shooting. And realistically, Travis and Drake will be taking a lot of those free throws, and you know when they're shooting it, it's going to be a high percentage.
55-24, 31-point lead. Siviani going to dribble between his legs, pass to the left side. That's Johnson with it. Nowhere to go across to Platt. Platt covered by Swick.
Looks like
going to look inside to Lemke.
Looks like Travis and Drake are probably done for the night now, I would imagine, unless something crazy happens here.
Travis going to finish with 22 points. Drake going to finish with 19.
Ooh.
Well, Siviani with it, going to take the three, shot up and good. Caviani, what a great three. Last time he had a three was early in the first quarter, his second shot attempt, so his second three of the night. 55-27, 4:28 to go. Lee Greshel, left side, nowhere to go. Swick with it, going to get a travel. Takes that extra step once he gets the ball. Got to plant those feet.
You got to come to that jump stop on that. You can't come with those happy feet. You have to come, jump stop, be on balance, and I think Robbie has a tendency to stutter a little bit there with those.
So Caviani, dribble between the legs. Platt going to take the three. His shot up. No, they're going to call it two. So now Appleton North bombing from the outside in this fourth quarter. 5 quick points on the Cardinals. Lee Greshel, left side. Now Swick with it, going to dribble inside. Tries to find Joe Dilling. Now Lee Greshel with it, dribbles between the legs. Picks up his dribble. Almost throws it away.
Slow down, guys. Slow down a little bit.
Patient with it is Sprader, top of the key. Lee Greshel going to take the three. His shot up, no good. Loose ball coming up with it is Appleton North. Pushing it up is Lemke. Oh. Well, they're going to call blocking foul on Sprader. Lemke a little off balance, but a lot of boos from the crowd.
That was a nice effort by Matt.
Mainly the student section.
He may have slid a little bit. He may have leaned over.
So Sean Lemke, scoreless, 0 of 3 from the field, going to go for his first point from the free throw line. First shot, no good.
Oh, here comes Wisco.
Ben Wisniewski now into the game is 5'10" senior, coming in for Lee Greschel.
Wisco's a very good defensive player. He very heady ball player also.
Second free throw up for Lemke, good. Sean Lemke, 6'2" junior, gets the first point of the game, and he will come to the bench. Checking into him will be Phil Vandenborg. Just 3 returning lettermen from last year's team on Appleton North, 2-16 team. Vandenborg, one of them. Left side with it is Swick. Now Sprader right side to Patrick. Oh, Swick gets away with a travel. Wisniewski, they say he travels. Did you see that there?
I didn't see that one. I'm going to have to watch this over.
3:05 to go in the fourth quarter, 55-30.
Really did not think he did that there.
I didn't see it either. Well, into the game now, Matt Haar. So in for the Cardinals, we got Ben Wisniewski. Also back in is Matt Saporsky. That shot up and good by Vandenborg.
Let's see the Cardinals run some good motion here. We've had some very unfamiliar turnovers here. The Fond du Lac Cardinals are
also into the game, Colin West and Brian Hartzler. West now with it, going to take it inside, and he's bumped as he drives by, I believe that's Matt Haar.
A little bump isn't going to bother Colin West. He's a big kid. Probably be the tailback next year for the Fondy football Cardinals.
Colin West going to go for the bonus. 8th team foul on Appleton North. 3rd foul on Haar. First free throw up and good. First point of the game for Colin. 5'9" junior. You know, I think he'll be a good leader of this team next year too.
Yes, along he and Matt Sprader, they'll be just fine, I think.
Second free throw up, no good. That's Johnson for 3, his shot. They're going to decide if the basket's good.
They're going to bring this inside 20 points here.
Oh, they're going to count the bucket too.
And I think they get it back.
Kyle Johnson, and they're going to get the ball, so a chance for a 6-point play actually. 56-34, 22-point lead for the Cardinals. Well, they had their opportunity for a 6-point play. That shot up, no good. Coming up with the rebound is Kyle Meyer. His shot up, no good. Brian Hartzler comes up with it for the Cardinals. Gets it over to West.
That's going up.
Right side, long 3 by Millage. No good. Oh, knocked away by Colin West. Good defensive play there by Colin.
And by Ben Wisniewski also. He did a nice job of cutting the guy off.
Mike Millage taking the long 3, no good.
He's a shooter, though. And he's never met a shot he hasn't liked.
A lot of players like that. That shot up no good by Eric Miller. Coming down with the rebound is Brian Hartzler. Going to get it inside to Colin West. Layup no good, but he's fouled on the play. He'll go to the free throw line.
Look for Millage next year to be a real good shooter for the Cardinals. This kid's got a real nice stroke. There's possibilities even as this season goes on, if they need that extra shooter, he would probably be the kid that would get in there and contribute.
First free throw up, good. Second point of the game.
Cullen knows how to get in the scoring column. Take the ball to the rack. Here at the end there, take it to the rack.
Second free throw up and good. 3 points for Colin West. He's going to get in the paper. Quickly up is Johnson for Appleton North. Nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Eric Miller. Now with it is Har. Miller with it, dribbles. Gets it to Johnson, right side. Looks like he's going to take it all the way, and he does. Oh, they're going to call a foul there. So that's Kyle Johnson. Has 1 3 tonight. Now he's going to go to the free throw line.
Gets down here in the last minute or so of these games. Just kind of wish these officials would put those whistles in their pocket.
Yeah, 23-point lead for the Cardinals. 1:22 to go in this game. First free throw up, good. By the 6-foot junior.
This game is kind of somewhat of the calm before the storm, I think. It didn't have that great intensity. I think everyone here, they expected the big win. Now we can start looking forward to Saturday night.
And that's the big matchup Saturday night. Oshkosh West, Fond du Lac Cardinals, 2 of the top teams in the Fox Valley Association, going to meet up here for conference game. Long 3 by Millage, no good. Actually, it might have been blocked.
I think someone tipped that.
Bringing that up quickly is Har. His shot no good. His buddy comes up with the rebound and tips it back to him, and Har gets the 2.
Imagine they're going to try to screen for Wisco here. Oh, no.
Saparo going to take the shot. He comes up with an air ball. 43 seconds to go, 58-39. Johnson going to dribble out of control. Finds an open Kyle Meyer. He takes the 3, no good. Coming up with the loose rebound, Eric Miller. No box out there by the Cardinals.
This is not something you see very often. Fond du Lac's reserves are very well schooled. They're very tough kids. They don't seem to be playing with the same intensity that they normally do tonight.
Oh, quick shot there by Ben Wisniewski. Really forced that up, but he wanted to go to the free throw line.
He's going to the line. He's going to get his points. I'll tell you
well,
what.
That's the 10th team foul, so it'll be an automatic 2 free throws for Ben.
Brett, when you work as hard every day in practice as Wisco does, chasing Travis and Drake and beating them up, he deserves a few shots out here.
So as we said, the big matchup, which you just saw on your TV screen, Oshkosh West, Fond du Lac Cardinals. Meeting Saturday. First free throw was good, second no good by Ben. Coming up with the rebound was Hartzler. His shot up no good. And we're at the end of the game. Your Fondy Cardinals come away, move to 4-0 as Appleton North falls to 0-4. Your Cardinals, final score 59-41, a 28-point victory for the Cardinals. And again, this game was brought to you by Wink Chiropractic. Low back pain, did you know that recent studies have shown that spinal manipulation is one of the most effective and recommended treatments for low back pain? Chiropractic is a safe, low-cost alternative to drugs. Injection or risky surgery relief often occurs quickly. For a limited time, Wink Chiropractic is offering a free consultation and exam to find out more. Call Wink Chiropractic. Wink Chiropractic, you don't have to live in pain. Some of our final stats as we're adding up quickly. The Cardinals win by 28. Leading scorers for the Cardinals, Travis Diener finishes with 2. Drake Diener finishes with 19. Leading away, Appleton North, Jordan Gross with 12. And I think you're going to see David Platt with 9.
Yeah, the big tonight was forced 19 Appleton North turnovers, converted many to that. I think Coach Diener probably understands where his kids were coming from tonight. They didn't have that intensity you expect, but they have that big game looming in the not so distant future. So I look at a different one of those games we've come to expect here at Fond du Lac.
Just adding up these